Привіт усім! З вами Лірок. І сьогодні ми продовжуємо розслідування разом з Генрі. У нас основне завдання в грі Kingdom Come Deliverance. Як не можеш перемогти? Шукаємо вербувальників в Сазаві. В попередній серії ми дізналися, де вони, від 3 різних людей. Один був в лазареті. Де он там? В монастирі. Хворий Генрі йому допоміг ще раніше. Інший це був мірошник Симон, який теж сказав, де вони. У нас з ним непогані стосунки. І третій був... Хто ж це був? Біля дубильника збирався бійцівський клуб. Коли ми всіх перемогли, вони теж нам сказали, куди збиратися. І всі втрьох сказали, що потрібно йти ввечері в храм. Якщо буде відкрита церква, то там молитися. Так, вхід не з цього боку. А звідси. Цікаво так обходити потрібно. І стати помолитися. Тут хтось є? Петро Лукота. Застосувати. Амінь. Вже є лучник на горі.
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Well, that's a
Люди
pretty tale.
балакають.
But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
Так, мірошника не здаєм, штурханя не здаєм, але одного з їхніх...
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Ви зі мною не помиляєтесь. Позбавлений цього самохвальства.
I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Красти що-небудь.
No, not theft. If you want to join us,
Вбий
you
святошу.
have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius? And why should I kill him?
That's none of your
Це не
business.
твоя справа.
But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of
Це
it.
в тому числі.
Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
I have to find him first.
Треба його знайти.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a
Він
monastery.
ховається в
The
монастирі.
stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not
Конюхами.
there. Well, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister. Or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Виходять лише
Just
ченці.
monks and pious.
Лише
He's
ченці
an
та святоші.
educated bastard.
Освічена
Seems
така
he used to be a
сволота.
priest, but it didn't quite work out.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage.
Там є таємний хід.
I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of Saint Procopius.
Через Святого
There might be
Прокопія.
a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to
Дозвільний
the
лист до
monastery, or
монастиря.
whatever.
Murder someone in a monastery? Have you gone mad?
Вже геть
Murder's a
почаділи.
sin as it is. Doesn't really matter where you do it.
Yes, it does. I'd be spilling blood on hallowed ground.
Well then, knock him senseless, drag him outside, and finish him off where it's less
Прибий
sacred.
там, де менш
I don't
священно.
give a damn where you do it, just as long as he ends up dead.
And do you have any other test?
We're not hiring stable boys.
Ми не
We
конюхів
want men
наймаємо.
who are prepared to do anything. And this is the toughest task we've got.
So how many men have you already sent?
Just a handful.
And what happened to them? Did
З
they
ними
hang?
сталося, їх повісили.
Just the first one.
Лише
The
першого.
others turned tail. Guess they didn't have the stomach for it.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
Ж він там
What if there
один
are others?
новенький.
What does he look like?
Normal? He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is and get him to betray himself.
І зробити так, що він сам все
Try
вибрав.
getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
Напоїти його в
We're
монастирі.
better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt he suddenly stopped drinking.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there
Розбирайся
quick
звідти
as
якомога
soon as the job's
швидше.
done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. Right? And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the
Найбільш
entire
захищене
region
місце в
and
цій
kill
місцевості,
someone.
вбити
Take his dice
декого,
and money, and then go to the swamp
забрати
and
його
wait by the
кубики
fire.
та гроші.
That's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me.
Діві Марії
Gonna
можна
need all the help I
помолитися.
can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright? Take care.
Прибралися всі. Цікава церква. Так, ключик від чого? Боство, чистота і послух. Так, відомо стріляє як послушник, повідомити пана Радзика про умови розбійників. Тому що вона вночі повинна бути зачинена, напевно, через це нам видали ключ. Так, тоді. Перше це повідомити пана Радзика. Порадитись з ним, потім поговоримо з паничем. В будь-якому випадку це все потрібно робити вже вдень. Тому зранку коло пана Радзика. Секунда прийшла. Ратай, а саме Піркштайн і пан Радзик саме вийшов. Яка там 7 година, саме вийшов зі своєї кімнати. Треба з ним поговорити, узгодити план.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhof massacre
Трохи
is getting a bit
ускладнилося.
complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the whoresons who torched Neuhof.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means
Вони
murdering one
хочуть
of their
крові
former
одного з їх
cronies,
колишніх
a fellow they
братчиків.
call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhof too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above,
Ти,
that's
Боже,
another
це
matter
зовсім інша
entirely.
справа.
They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward
Це
has
вже другий раз, коли
happened.
там щось відбувається.
First the
Спочатку фальшиві
counterfeiters,
монетчики,
now this.
тепер це.
I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
Так.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in
Перше дістав
Ratay.
його до
He'll
Війта
interrogate the man
Ратай.
and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad.
Це важче,
But I
ніж
have
здається.
confidence in your abilities.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it.
Тобі треба це зробити.
I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself. See you later. Take care.
Ну і все. Поговорили. Нічого він насправді цікавого не сказав. Увійдіть до монастиря як послушник. Тому через секунду в Сазаві будемо пробувати війти в монастир як послушник. Секунда. Секунда пройшла, і ми в шинку Сазави. Треба знайти тут цього панча. Можна питати в будь-кого, чи
You
вони
wouldn't
не
be
Карл.
Carl by any chance?
No. God be with you.
Можна навіть запитати те саме в шинкаря, чи він часом не Карл. Де він там сидить? Вон він.
Here, just as you
I'm glad to see you.
І
You
він
wouldn't
не
be Carl
Карл.
by any chance?
No. Take care.
Here we are.
Але от реально Карлом може бути тільки Карл. Задирака з шинкою є.
You must understand. This is a blessing,
А,
not a curse.
а от і Карл. На ньому
What
навіть
would others
написано.
give to serve God here? In Sassa.
What would I give if I didn't have to serve him at all?
Задирака.
What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
That's right. Let's go.
А прямо тут? Видко. Ну, я так розумію, всі до цього звикли.
I shouldn't drink so much. But I suppose they'll teach you temperance and humility.
Teach me fuck all. I want to live it up while I still can.
You shouldn't raise your voice like that. It's unseemly.
And once I get pissed, I'll go and find myself a whore.
You won't be going anywhere.
Куди не підеш.
God be with you. What
Так,
can I do
це
for you?
панич, якого віддають
Are you Carl by any chance?
в монастир.
I am.
Нам потрібно
Why do
стати
you
ним.
ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you,
I'll
he
bring
won't let me
right
visit the
away.
brothel.
Не дозволяє
So
піти
instead,
до
I'm devoting
борделю.
those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Так.
Could we speak in private? I have some issues with the monastery.
Really? Well, I'd love to talk about it, but we won't have privacy as long as Manfred here has his head permanently stuck up my arse. Get rid of him for me, please. Goodbye.
Так.
God save. What can I do for you?
You're Manfred, the
Ну,
young
тут
lord's
охоронець
guardian.
молодого
Indeed
панича.
I am. Why?
Повідомлення від батька.
Would you let us have a word in private for a moment?
I would not. If I put my guard down for a second, he'll be gone. I have to
Щезне.
keep my eye on him.
Так, і хочеш
You
випити?
must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that rogue will surely get up to mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
I can see you're a reliable lad.
Бачите, хлопець
So
надійний.
what shall we have to drink? And while we're at it, why not have a little game? Goodbye.
Так. Кості з Манфредом. У нас гральні кубики вже на постійній основі.
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
Так. Набрати очки та кинути знову.
One ale, please.
А вже і все.
Enough. I'm done with this. I've had enough.
Може, мені вже
Said
досить.
you wouldn't drink today.
Silence. I'm going to sleep. Here's a few coins. Have fun. Tomorrow, we're going to the monastery. Is that
Завтра йдемо до
clear?
монастиря.
Couldn't you give me more? This isn't even enough for a toothless whore.
It's enough for beer. Good night.
Так, тепер можна поговорити з Карлом наодинці.
What's the hold up? Hey,
Yeah.
ale here.
Give me a minute.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the
Ми
monastery?
відправили до монастиря.
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for now.
Захворіла на
They
9
don't send you to the
місяців.
monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the lord of your fief.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The lord of Bukovo was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in
1000 грошей як
compensation, along with my
компенсацію.
balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me
Ніхто
again.
більше не побачить.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money? And even my saddle and riding cloak
Навіть
under lock and
осідло
key.
їздовий плащ.
Why don't you just run away?
Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins.
Якщо монастир виграє.
Could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You can only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ. I'll just tell them I'm you.
Назов з твоїм
Manfred
іменем.
has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare arsed? What the hell would I do?
Так, це
But there are poor
було.
people everywhere.
If I...
That's all then.
See you later.
Так.
Ale for me.
У них кімната сусідня з нашою. Можна навіть трошки зберегтися. Якщо дозволять. І тепер спробувати витягнути все. Може навіть сідло з плащем. Дасться. В крайньому випадку можна буде його вирубити. Так, у нього тільки лист і гаманець. О. О, нам згодиться. Можна буде зараз одягнутися. Нам потрібно буде все одно в монастир, напевно, свої речі, щоб часом не загубити. Все ж відберуть при вході. Так, тоді віддаємо гроші паничу, наказ у нас.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse. You can do as you like with the ring.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your way now before Manfred finds out that he's been robbed.
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old man even knows I'm gone. See you later.
Що ж, тепер нам монастир. Тоді через секунду на вході, як тільки скинемо всі свої речі. Секунда. Секунда пройшла. Монастир. Ми вже зняли в себе все, що можна. Все, що нам не потрібне. Ну, а це речі крадені, хай собі там буде, щоб Генрі вдавав нормального. Не повністю голий був.
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you, boy?
The
grounds inside the monastery belong to the monks of the Order of Saint Benedict. No others shall pass.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
Пробувати з'ясувати, хто прийшов до мене. Він напився, не прокидався.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it?
Я та продумав
It's been
з
so
його боку.
hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter?
Взяли
You
його
didn't
без
find that
листа.
suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone, but he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then,
Обов'язково треба
are you ready
читати і
to enter the
писати.
Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery.
Можеш подарувати
You may
монастирю.
not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monks' robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. May the Lord watch over you.
Так, куди нам там? Усі свої земні речі. Вони все одно крадені. Так, не зрозумів. Де там та скриня? Певно, десь не тут. Можливо, на першому поверсі.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
У нашій скринці.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Час тобі дати клятву.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Цікаво. На небо подивився, на сонце. Свіже м'ясо. Ну і хтось із них усіх святоша.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of
Проти
all
спокуси.
discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam. Et non confundas me ab
Він так трошки збоку став від усіх інших. Так, а що співати?
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatio
Переглянулись.
me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor,
Брате Грегоре.
and wear it with honor.
Так скривився аббат.
Welcome, brother.
Грегор. Ну, насправді він вдає іншого. То тут взагалі нове ім'я, все знову.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Ну-ка в сіні. Віддати святошу під суд.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough.
А, це
Why
турнір.
exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
God be with you. I'm being punished. If it were up to me, I'd still be spending my days in taverns and my nights with whores.
I don't envy you. Unfortunately, you're here for the rest of your life.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like
Викупець в мене
books
був
and I want an
ніякий.
education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll
Тут
explain
все
everything as we
буде
go.
по розпорядку.
Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs. Peace be with you, brother.
Генрі зашвидко ходить. Так.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep.
Кімната.
You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Ну, і ще послушники, тонзури в них немає на голові.
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation.
Так, це сад.
Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius.
Святий Прокопій.
His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Будь бачним. Так.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium,
Трапезна
together with the library.
скрипторій.
These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the secators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, are the circuitous.
Да, про циркаторів він вже розповідав.
The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of
Ми
learning.
вже колись були,
We don't
тільки
just
з
read
іншого боку
books,
заходили.
we also copy them. You too will learn how.
And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you
сьогодні
begin
немає
work like the
роботи.
others.
Почнемо
If you need
працювати
anything,
завтра.
ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you.
Ти спати
And I recommend you get to know the other novices.
і познайомитися з
You already
іншими
know me.
новачками.
Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
Так. Це ми не кажемо йому. Може бути він святошею.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
It occurred to me you might be the man to
Відмички.
ask.
Тільки прийшов, вже
I'm looking
відмички
for some
треба.
lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask Brother Celerius. They say he used to be a thief.
Кажуть, він був злодієм. З братом Целарієм.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things
Хто тут
around here?
головний?
Truthfully, everyone except us.
Всі, окрім
But
нас.
officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about
Тільки всі
electing a
почали
new
говорити
abbot,
про
it's been
вибори,
like a hornet's nest here.
все
Strange
на
you haven't
вулик
noticed.
перетворилось.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man.
Ось найкращий вибір.
Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us.
Це вже було.
Are there already candidates to be the new abbot?
Brothers John and Nevlas. But the others have been fighting like dogs because of them. We don't have to fight about anything.
І ж ми не повинні через щось сваритися.
This John, who is he?
A Circator, and really just an unpleasant old man.
Циркатор, той,
It's
що
mostly the older
палкою
brothers
б'є.
on his side, because they believe he'll protect the status quo and all the benefits that come with long service here.
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He's what they call the provost. He'd like to
Настоятель.
bring back solemnity to
З
the
ним ми, до речі,
monastery through
зустрічалися.
reform and by returning to pure faith. A lovely idea, but most of the monks are against it.
Why can't novices vote?
They say we don't have enough experience to decide
Тому в
about
основному
anything.
завданні з ним зустрічалися.
We'll
Він
get our
відправив
chance.
до свого помічника.
Why is who wins so important?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides everything about our lives. Didn't it ever occur to you how powerful he is?
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden.
Ось просад.
The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the Circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished,
Будь сумлінним
always
і
act
чесно виконуй свої
righteously and do
обов'язки.
your duties honestly.
Так.
Who would you choose as the new abbot if you could?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better at night. What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I'd like to ask you... Well, that's all.
Так, ніби все. З ним поговорили. Так.
What would you like?
Це ми не будемо нікому казати поки що. Можливо, він, Святоша. В нас задача познайомитися з іншими новачками і йти спати. До речі, цікаво. На рахунок відмичок немає завдання. О, брат Селарій.
What is it, brother?
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will bless him with many more years of life.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new one.
Беремо нового.
Are there any candidates to be the new
Ми
abbot?
це вже слухали ніби.
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevlas. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, there's only been strife in the monastery. On one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot, on the other those who support Nevlas, and they seem to be capable of fighting about it forever.
Tell me about John.
John is a circator, and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crosier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned,
Їх не
and
заслуговують.
each side has its own candidate.
Дідівщина виходить.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right. But we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it very personally.
Who's in charge of things around here?
Abbot Peter is...
And what happens when the old...
Then...
Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election
Вже
of the
похоронили
new abbot.
бідолашного
They can
Петера.
already see poor Peter in his grave.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are two candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half, Nevlas. And there's no chance they'll come
Можуть
to an
дійти
agreement.
згоди.
But you've probably already noticed the atmosphere around here.
Are there ever any disagreements? But
Unfortunately,
I understand. Tell me something about life here.
prayer, work, obedience. That just about sums it up.
Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, Saint Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God. The outside world, beyond the monastery walls, is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue
Небо
and the
синє,
grass
трава
is
зелена.
just as green. Perhaps the rulers change, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged through the ages.
I'm interested in the monastery's history.
It was founded by Saint Procopius 500 years ago. After his death, heretics occupied the place for some time, but then the order was restored and brothers of the true faith returned.
Heretics, you say?
Єретики.
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals. In a language foreign to God, they were driven away and their books burned.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior and the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, and many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the circuitors. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
Про
What can I say?
послушників.
You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yodok is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager.
Він занадто
Siskin is good
енергійний.
company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hardworking and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is
Менше, ніж
as
повинен.
quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight, so no one can get in
Хто
or
не може
out.
звідси вийти.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Brother John, obviously. No one's
Це брат
interested
Ян.
in Nevlas and his new ideas.
Мгм.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
John, definitely. Compared to him, Nevlas is young and inexperienced. John has the wisdom of age,
Ну, от ми спитали
and
старого
he already has the
брата,
respect that Nevlas will have to earn.
і він уже за Яна.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Brother John, obviously. No.
I'd like to ask. Who would you like?
Brother
Цікаво.
I'm looking for something a little unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
Не зброя, дістати вино.
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lockpicks? And
Що ти з
what
ними
would you like those
робитимеш?
for?
Хотів би повчитися відкривати замки.
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not?
Чому би і ні?
So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows.
За кілька відмичок в мене
But I do have a
лишилося.
few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a
Є
bite
їх
to
на
eat,
харчі.
and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
А. Ну, нормально, нам доведеться на них працювати. А продати в нас абсолютно нічого немає. Так, з братом Целарієм
What troubles you?
поговорили. Ключі від монастиря, розкажеш мені про своє минуле.
You have some interesting skills for a monk. Don't suppose you want to tell me how you picked them up?
What's there to tell? We were all young and foolish once. I was a student in Prague, completely broke, living from hand to mouth and studying all day. It wasn't an easy life.
So you turned to stealing?
I set about securing a livelihood as best I could. A goose, some new shoes, a bit of coin to spend with my friends. Without that little bit extra, I'd never have completed my studies. I would have turned into a beggar. And who else do you know that can say he's serving
Господу
God
завдяки
thanks
тому,
to
що
having
був
been a thief?
крадієм.
No one, brother. Thank you for telling me your story.
Так, напевно, таке тут не варто казати. Тут багато чого не варто казати.
I'd like to ask you, who would you...
Brother Joe.
Не знаю, чомусь не... Ну, треба буде набрати десь їжу. Так. Монах, монах, монах. Всі монахи. Аби перезнайомитись з послушниками потрібно. Не знаю, на що нам ще відмички, але напевно вони нам потрібні.
That must have been Brother Cicada. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
Послушник Зискін.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although it's not important. Welcome to purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
Тратити геть усе. Ціль виконана. Пошука святоші.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them
Просто
off.
щоб позлити
I
їх.
can just see my brothers, my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not...
Very well. I won't ask.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Цікавить твоя схованка, про це поки не говоримо.
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye.
Вони заплющили на
And
це
the other
очі.
monks don't notice as long as you show your
Цікаво,
face there
грошима
from time
взяли.
to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Так, Антонія, ми
Oh,
ще
if there was a
єдиного
monk I'd
зустріли.
recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
That's all. Thanks.
Думаю, з ними ще потім з усіма потрібно буде переговорити.
Who would you elect, Abbot, if you could?
Most likely Nevlas. He's a fine fellow and he seems honest.
Ну, молодші Невласа хочуть.
Truth be told, it doesn't matter much to me. A monastery will still be a monastery, no matter who's in charge. If you really want to talk more about it, ask Antonius. He seems to have taken an interest.
Так, поки ми про це з ним говорити не будемо. Пан Сміл, фляшка. Ну, принаймні ми знаємо, хто він такий. Так, з ким ще поговорити? Треба знайти, де вони. Ну, насправді, за цей вечір нам би поговорити з усіма. А це буде довго. Тому, напевно, ми вже продовжимо в наступній серії. Поговоримо не тільки з новачками, а ще і, поки Генрі ще вільний в цей день, ще і з кимось іншим. Ну, з важливими монахами. Просто монах. Антоній і Зискін. Тут. Всіх інших потім знайдемо. Ну що ж, а поки все. Дякую за увагу. Бережіть себе.